Welcome to the DM Injury Law Game of the Week. St. James Academy on the road to take on Bishop Miege. The Thunder sit at 11-8. The Stags sit at 13-6. Coming into tonight here in Roland Park, Kansas. Terry English Court, happy to have you along here on the spot. KC38, Tanner Collins alongside Rick Zeke. Rick, we got a fun matchup here tonight.
Oh, it's a big EKL rivalry. Two private schools. Both teams know each other. It's going to be a great environment. Whoever starts early with some success, I think, is really going to have an advantage.
Rick, let's take a look at our players to watch, brought to you by DM Injury Law. We'll start with St. James. They've been led by Emmett Peters.
Well, Emmett's a three-year starter, 6'3", senior. Coach Dom said he's just so much better than he was last year. He's maybe just a three-point shooter in the last 2 years. He now can put it on the floor. He showed last week he can really pass the basketball. Miege must find him in transition because he can really score the ball from the perimeter.
And for Bishop Miege, they've been led by guard Liam Tesmer.
Well, Liam, you're going to see one of the better athletes, 6 foot junior, but if he's got an alley going down the lane, he's going to slam it home. He's a really good athlete, can high jump 6'7". He can shoot the ball from the perimeter. Again, 3-year starter. He likes to go downhill with the ball. They're going to have to stop his penetration, the Thunder, if they're going to get a win tonight.
Players to watch brought to you by DM Injury Law. We'll take a break. Starting lineups tip-off is coming up next, right here on the spot, KC38.
At Compass Financial Resources, we help individuals and families looking to take control of their financial future, to find clarity and confidence in the decisions that matter most. We are grateful for the clients who put their trust in us and excited to meet those who will have the privilege to help next. From all of us at Compass Financial Resources, we wish all of you a wonderful 2026.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota. Toyota has 25 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
Back here inside Bishop Miege High School National Anthem just wrapping up down on the floor. St. James 11-8, Bishop Miege 13-6. Happy to have you along. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke with you here on the spot, KC38. Thunder doing their starting lineups. Kolich, Ogden, Peters, Davis, and Bazzi, the starting lineups for St. James here tonight. 1 sophomore, 3 seniors, and a junior. They got some height, Rick. 6'4", 6'2", 6'2", 6'3".
Hey, there's nobody small, there's nobody big. They're all athletic. They can all jump, and they can all shoot the ball.
And let's check out Bishop Miege here in 2025.
Before the lights, there is the standard. The stag doesn't chase noise. He stands his ground because it's been earned. Season after season, the path stays the same. Those before you walked it, they carried it. They passed it on. Tradition lives here. Strength lives here. Bishop, Miege, Stags.
Look at Bishop Miege. Their starters, Tesmer, McDaniel, Hudson, Polson, and Blount. The starting lineup tonight for Bishop Miege. It is loud and rocking here inside Terry English Court. Bishop Miege High School here on the spot, KC38.
The environment is electric here. They're getting ready to roll. Ready for the tip-off.
Starting lineups presented by DM Injury Law. We highlighted Peters for St. James in the open alongside guard Liam Tismer for Bishop Miege. 2 solid lineups, Rick. Both teams off to a solid start.
Absolutely, and and perimeter players are going to be elite for Miege. It's going to be the forwards for St. James.
Starting lineups brought to you by DM Injury Law. As we take a look at our keys to the game, sponsored by Dreamlawn. Rick?
Well, the St. James have to contain the guards for Miege. That's where their scores come from. They must stop Miege in transition. They're more of a transition, kick-it-out team, and they got to take care of the ball. Bishop Miege has to finish the defensive possessions. They love to go backdoor. They're going to have to be aware of St. James going backdoor. They need to make good decisions offensively. Both coaches talk about turnovers. If you turn the ball over, you're giving up probably easy points. You must secure the ball to win this game.
Tesmer to take the jump for Miege. Bossy for St. James, and we're underway. Here from Terry English Court. The Thunder with the opening possession. Matthew Davis across the timeline for the Thunder. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke with you here on the spot, KC38. And a foul out top on Liam Tesmer. St. James led by Stan Dom. Bishop Miege under the direction of Jacob Durrett. Got to talk to both coaches.
Jacob's in his 3rd year. Rebuild a little bit. They're still young. Coach has got 3 seniors for the Thunder. Really likes working with this group.
Shot clock is not correct. Already down to 6 seconds. Stan Dom out to mid-floor to make sure all 3 referees heard. Now they're checking to make sure the clock is correct. Here in the opening minute. Packed house here tonight. The Thunder student section filing in on the 2nd level here inside Bishop Miege High School. There's a look at the Stag student section and a look at the Thunder student section.
Well, they're trying to set that clock at 35.
Tesmer called for the foul, an early personal. Comes in averaging just over 11 points per game, but a shot over 50% from the field. Back underway. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for the Thunder. Deep three, off the mark, and the rebound brought down by Blount.
Blount does a lot of little things in the post. He's active. He makes a lot of things happen for the Stags.
6'4" junior. Here's Tesmer out top, setting up the offense for Miege.
Tesmer's going to look at getting downhill.
Miege throws up a three, and Jaden McDaniel splashes it home.
He shoots 33% from the three. They like to get him open looks.
Nice start for Miege here at home. And an offensive foul called on Luke Bossy. His first personal.
Number 25, Luke Bossy.
Miege starts 3 juniors, 1 sophomore, just 1 senior.
They've lost 4 out of 5, so coach feels like they really need to settle down. They need to get a win here tonight on their own floor.
Now Tesmer drives, kicks. 3 from the corner is up. Too strong, but an offensive rebound brought down by McDaniel. Now Tesmer drives again. The leader of this team. Third chance here for Miege.
That's
and
what
now
Tesmer's going to do. He's going to go downhill and try and make something happen and kick or finish.
Tesmer back out top for Miege. Nearly a carry by McDaniel. Another 3, short. Tesmer with the rebound. Drives in off the glass, too strong. And the rebound won by Grady Ogden. Rick, we're going to see a lot of threes here tonight.
Yeah, especially in transition. Both teams did a good job the last 2 possessions. Defensively getting back. That's second foul on Tesmer. Really big foul there. Both of them were from behind the three-point line.
Number 12, Ian Tesmer.
Wesley Walsh will check in for Miege, 6'7" junior.
He brings some size in there. He can shoot it from the perimeter. He's got to be really active against the strength of St. James. That hurts Miege. Your leader's down.
Shot from way downtown is good. Emmett Peters, 6'2" senior,
He's
puts
got
the Thunder on the board.
range. Unlimited range.
Tied up at 3 here in the opening 3 minutes. Nice dump down and blocked from behind by Luke Bossy. Here come the Thunder, looking for their first lead here tonight. Peters will try another 3, too strong. And McDaniel chases down the rebound.
This is a tempo both teams like to play at, Tanner, so we're going to see this, both teams going up and down.
Now Miege will slow down the tempo. McDaniel out top. Trying to dump it inside. A nice pass underneath and an easy finish for Michael Blount.
Really good look for McDaniel. Blount finishes it.
Blount a big presence underneath for Miege. Another deep 3 taken by St. James, and it rattles in. They're going to say it went off the shot clock, out of bounds. Tough break for the Thunder. How about Peters pulling for NBA range?
Well, but he squares up and his feet set, and he's going to shoot it in rhythm. You're going to see a lot more of those. He could really light it, and he can score it quick. He can hit 2 or 3 in a row. Excellent pass in at the post. The ball fake by Blount, and he finishes it.
5-3, 2-point advantage for Miege. Midway point here in the first. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke with you here on the spot, KC 38. McDaniel baseline.
Oh, a really good pass.
And another rejection by Luke Bossy. Good ball movement by the Thunder. Layup doesn't fall, but Bossy is there for the putback. And we're tied at 5.
That's excellent hustle.
Luke Bossy has been everywhere here in the first quarter for the Thunder. Jalen Johnson off the bench for Miege. Nice drive and finish by McDaniel.
That's what Coach wants. Coach Derricks wants him to get into that paint. Swinging the ball from side to side. Really good backdoor.
Good cut. Peters underneath. Doesn't get it to go, but earns a chance at the free throw line. Defense turned into offense. Luke Bossy with the strip. And then all the way back down on the other side of the floor with the putback.
And Bossy gets to capitalize on his hustle.
Peters at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good.
St. James going to get to the bench. He plays 9-10 consistently. He runs them in and out.
Number 20, Frankie Hess. And number 24, Jace Wright.
Peters with one more at the strike. 3 minutes to play here in the first. They'll tie this one back up at 7 apiece. Off the mark, fight for the rebound. It'll stay with the Thunder, deflecting off Jalen Johnson.
Really good hustle from Jace Wright, which forced Johnson to knock it out of bounds.
Matthew Davis, the trigger here for the Thunder. Jace Wright off the bench as well for the Thunder, along with Luke Neeson. Peters will try a 3, top of the key, too strong. Another chance here for the Thunder. And a foul on the floor. And might give him 2 shots.
But one of the things Coach Dom really believes in, and his team's doing an excellent job, Tanner, they're going to shoot the 3 or they're going to shoot layups. They really don't like the mid-range. If they're going to put it on the floor, they're going to go all the way to the goal and try to kick it out if not.
6'3" sophomore Jace Wright. No good on the first. There's head coach Stan Dom, the leader for St. James.
He's been there 14 years. He's built a great program there at St. James.
1 for 2 at the line, and we're tied at 7.
Miege has 14 fouls. You're going to see St. James put on the floor and attack that rim the last 2.5 minutes of the game, or the quarter.
There's DeMonte Hudson out top for Bishop Miege. Corner 3, short. Thunder looking to take back the lead. Nice dump down by Peters. A lot of contact inside. 2 free throws for Luke Neeson.
Well, they like to throw the ball ahead, and they like to cut to the basket. There's a perfect example of a sideline, what they call a sideline break right there. That's 5 team fouls for the Stags.
Thunder have struggled from the free throw line here in the first. For 2 at the line.
Lack of free throw shooting really helping Miege.
Risky pass. It'll stay here with Miege. 2:14 to play here in the first. Emmett Peters leading the way for St. James.
Polson's our leading scorer with 15 points a game. He's been struggling with an injury and had a thigh injury, coach said. He's kind of fighting through it.
Nice drive and finish. Keenan Polson, 6-foot sophomore. We'll have a chance to add one more.
He's a scorer. He could score from all the levels. Little stop and go move. He accelerates, kisses it off the glass.
3-point advantage for Bishop Miege.
Luke Nelson in the game. Coach Derrick likes to rotate those 4 and 5 men. Little 1-2-2 press.
Good dump in by Peters. Back out top. Stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Turnover on Francis Hess, 6'4" junior. St. James has some height, Rick.
Yeah, they're all 6'2" to 6'4". They all could jump. They're all athletic. They can all shoot the ball.
Minute 30 to go here in the first.
Little sideline pick and roll again for Polson.
And a turnover. And a nice finish on the other end by Francis Hess.
Just can't afford to turn the ball over and give up 2 on the other end.
Polson working quick for Miege. Doesn't get the floater to fall.
This is what they do. They outnumber you when you're going to the basket.
And they're going to call a charge underneath. Nice defensive play by Luke Nelson.
No basket. Penalty number 22, Daniel Diaz.
I don't know about that one. Yeah. Here we come with a replay.
Looked to be moving a little bit, Rick.
Yeah, it got him on the side. That's definitely a block. The referee's laughing and Stan is not laughing. That usually happens. We're inside a minute now.
Polson out top for Miege. Two-for-one opportunity here for Miege, leading 10-9. Now McDaniel, shake and bake, kicks out, Polson 3, short. Thunder back the other way, Peters with the left hand, St. James back up 1.
And they had 2 guys ready to tip it in. Miege's got to get back on defensive transition.
Miege one hold for the last shot. Offensive rebound brought down by Nelson, and he's fouled underneath.
Good hustle by Luke Rose.
Another chance here for the Stags. Trailing by 1. It's been tight all throughout here in the opening frame. McDaniel will try a 3 from way downtown. Rattles out. Thunder got to move. 7 seconds to go. One last look at the buzzer. This is off to the right. And that'll do it here in the first. An entertaining first quarter. St. James leads 11-10. We'll be right back here. Second quarter coming up next on the Spot KC38.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. If you've been injured in a car wreck, you don't deserve the medical bills, you don't deserve the lost wages, and you don't deserve to be treated like a nobody. You deserve better. You deserve someone in your corner. At my firm, all we do is injury law. We've recovered over $1 billion for people just like you. We're here to make sure you get what you deserve. If you've been hurt, call me. I've got this.
At Dreamlawn, we utilize our patented Soil Smart technology to reduce harmful pesticides while creating the green, weed-free lawn of your dreams. You can even kiss our grass.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
The DM Injury Law Game of the Week on the Spot, Kansas City 38, is brought to you by DM Injury Law, Dreamlawn, your Kansas City area Toyota dealers, Compass Financial Resources, Athletic Solutions, and Cruise Elite Basketball Academy. Back here inside Bishop Miege High School, here on the Spot KC38. Tanner Collins alongside Hall of Fame head coach Rick Zeke. St. James leads 11-10, entertaining first quarter.
Well, St. James gets theirs in the open floor off turnovers and off their rebounds. And Miege has got to feel good about where they are right now. St. James missed some free throws. Both teams are hustling. It's going to boil down to who can take care of the ball, who's going to give up easy points. So offensive rebounds, getting a body on people are going to be keys.
Olsen across the timeline for Miege. Opening possession here in the second. Daniel will try a three from way downtown and nothing but air.
Now watch the St. James players just take off. They run to their spots and penetrate, play out of it.
Good ball movement by the Thunder. 3 too strong. And an offensive rebound, or foul rather, called on John Hornback.
Yeah, he pushed off a little bit going after the basketball. St. James has had looks. Haven't knocked him down early.
Jalen Johnson set to check in for Miege.
Jalen Johnson, a freshman linebacker.
6'4".
6'4", he's got a body on him. Purdue supposedly has already offered him.
Bolton shaking, spinning, puts it up and is fouled and will head to the line to shoot two.
Well, again, Miege has got to feel good where they are. They got their point guard with 2 fouls early, sitting on the bench. Coach is rotating bodies in there and keeping it close, and get Tesler back in there and make us move.
First free throw is good. We're tied at 11.
Polson's had a couple 30-point games, so he could really light up the scoreboard.
Two for two at the line. And that puts Miege back up one. Back and forth we go.
Really, we haven't seen much of Ogden so far.
Good body control underneath and put back by Francis Hess.
Hess is a 6'2" junior, averages 11 points a game.
And a turnover by Miege. Thunder looking to extend the lead. Corner three, too strong. And a foul personal on Luke Neeson. He'll stay here with the Stags. Luke Bossy set to check back in.
Fouls on number 12, Luke Neeson.
Coach Dom, Bossy's an interesting, Luke Bossy's an interesting story. He came from the Middle East, came here with his parents. He's really only played basketball for 2 years. He's kind of learning the game. He's getting better every single game, and he said by the end of the year, he's going to be a solid post player for us. Physical kid.
Daniel out top. Here's Polson. Driving, floating, off the mark. He gets his own rebound. And that one rattles out. Now the Thunder will slow it up. Polson defending out all the way near midcourt. Now Luke Kolich, the sophomore, 5'11", will set up the offense.
Coach Dom setting up a play here. I think he wants to go inside a little bit. There's your backdoor cut.
Kolich had a good look from three. Good dump to the corner and a foul on the three-point attempt. Costly foul for McDaniel to be 3 free throws for Francis Hess.
That's a big foul there.
Too strong on the first.
St. James has not shot the ball from the three-point line well yet. Seems like when I've watched him before, they can get him in a hurry. He's missed 2 out of 3 here. Their free throw shooting has really hurt him.
One for 3 at the line. Now a 2-point advantage for the Thunder. Polson back up the floor for Miege.
Miege's offense has been a little bit stagnant the last 2 possessions, kind of standing around. Coach wants to talk about it a little bit. I think he's going to get a little bit more movement into that offense.
Bishop Miege will use their first timeout here in the first half. 5:35 to play till halftime here on the Spot KC 38. Roberts Robinson, deliver no pressure buying experience and knows how to just make it easy for all purchases. They currently have a great line of pickup trucks in their inventory, thanks to Robert Robinson. 5:35 to play here in the second. Tanner Collins alongside Rick Zeke. Rick talked about in the open, coached here for 29 years. Now you're on the other end, you got a headset on, you just get to talk basketball.
Well, you know, it's a great environment here. I think the Miege crowd really wants to see, you know, an offensive run to get the crowd into it a little bit. St. James is playing well. They just haven't knocked down their threes. The crowd's still coming in. We have 8th grade day, 7th and 8th grade day here at Miege. They have some royalty they're going to be introducing at halftime. It's the 25th anniversary of the state championship team, girls and boys. The first time in 5A that girls and boys team had won it in Kansas.
Another turnover out of the timeout, not the way Jacob Durrett drew up there in the timeout, and a turnover on the other end. And the Stags get possession right back.
Well, one of the things that most coaches said is this offensive decision making. You know, Hudson goes out, control, probably force that pass down there on the other end, so it's back-to-back turnovers here.
Polson back up the floor for Bishop Miege, trailing by 2. 3 minutes in here in the second. Nice drive by Johnson, who swatted. Kolich out top, nearly taken away by McDaniel. Thunder getting good looks from the perimeter, but that's a turnover inside. Here comes Polson. Pump fake from 3. And nowhere to go, caught off balance. Thunder with numbers. The floater no good. Bossy with the rebound. Put back and it goes. That was another finish for Luke Bossy. He's been a force inside.
He has, and he works hard. He gets in position. A little ball fake here. Kind of cleans it back up. Just a hustle play. Took it away from him and scores it. And Coach Dom said he might be our key. He keeps getting better and better. He's now in a starting lineup. You got Tesler back in the lineup with those 2 fouls. Don't be surprised. Coach Dom really likes to do a good job of posting up your guard, especially who he's going to be covering.
So a player to watch, Liam Tesmer, 6-foot junior guard. 2 fouls there in the opening 2 minutes. He called bank.
Doesn't have to look pretty. He'll take it. An old-fashioned 3.
Here's Tesmer out top for Miege. Over for Paulson left wing, 12 to shoot. A lot of standing around here for the Stags.
Just not a lot of movement. Now you're inside 5.
Tesmer turns it over. Good defense by the Thunder. Kolich into the lane, through 2 defenders. What a finish from number 2.
That was a strong finish.
Largest lead for the Thunder, up 7. Another stagnant possession. Polson will try a tray. Short. Johnson with the rebound. Look at that vertical leap and finish.
He's an athlete. They needed those 2 points there. Like Ogden wanted a foul there.
Tesmer back up the floor for Bishop Miege, and he draws a foul. St. James leads 19-15. 14. How about this finish from Kolic?
Off the glass, two guys are elevating above him. Then you got a shot from Polson. You got a clean up from Johnson. You can see his athletic ability. What a quick jumper. You don't coach that.
Baseline out of bounds for the Stags. 2:53 to play here in the second. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Nice inbounds pass and finish by Liam Tesmer.
Ogden got popped in the face. Nose.
Good camera work there. Little nosebleed.
Trainers are on it quick.
Grady Ogden will take a seat.
Grady's saying, I got fouled on one end. I just was in the wrong place on the other end. Now I got a bloody nose. Don't have anything to show for it.
Timeout for both sides. Looks like Peters is getting set to check back in. There's some blood on the left side of the jersey there.
And his hand.
Rick, I've never had a nosebleed before.
Oh my. Yeah. Usually when you're golfing though, Tanner, you don't get a nosebleed. Unless you play like me. Unless you play like me. But it looks like he got it right in the nose.
Now they're cleaning up some blood down on the floor.
Athletic director Joe Schramp down on the floor doing all the dirty work. You got the St. James crowd up there up top. It's really filled up now. You got a great environment. Little 1-2-2 3/4 press by Miege. It really takes you about 10 seconds off that shot clock. You see a lot of that in Kansas, some soft presses.
Nice defense by Polson. It'll stay here with the Thunder, 12 to shoot.
Coach Darrett and his staff thought it was out on the Thunder.
Out top for Bossy. He's had a nice first half. Peters.
Peters has been quiet since the first 2 or 3 minutes.
And the Thunder get another chance after the 3 at the buzzer. Now Peters will take it back and drive. Put it up, too strong. Bishop Miege basketball. Good defense there on the drive by Emmett Peters.
Hudson made him change his shot on the baseline. Johnson comes back in for the Stags with Nelson.
Nelson's put up some nice minutes off the bench. Tesmer picks up his dribble. Kicks it over to Hudson.
St. James in a little bit of a zone right now.
Also nearly got a 3 in the air. 7 to shoot. Polson's got to put one up. Step back. Short. And Bossy there with the rebound.
They didn't get much done in that possession. They were in a 2-3 zone.
Peters will try another from downtown, and he gets it to go. Calm, cool, collected.
He could catch fire. Back into the zone a little bit. The zone makes it a little bit easier to find the shooters, which are going to be Polson and Kesmer.
Polson draws a foul on Francis Hess. How about this three from NBA range from Peters?
Squares it up. He's got great follow through. Again, he could catch fire and hit 2 or 3. You put him and Ogden on the floor, you got to find him.
Free throws for Polson. Good on the first.
You got that St. James crowd looking right through that backboard there, Tanner.
Two for two at the line. Polson has a miss from the free throw line. Jalen Johnson will take his seat. Michael Blount back out on the floor for Bishop Miege.
They're getting a lot of good minutes out of the 4 post players that they rotate in today.
Score is incorrect up on the scoreboard. Should be 22-19. $39 and change to go till halftime.
Probably going to see St. James use some of their sets. They like to use that backdoor cut, and the only way you stop it is you help a little bit, and the defender that helped a little bit steps out behind that line.
There's Stan Dom, head coach for St. James.
Coach Huppy in the background there, son of the great Mark Huppy, who just last week we had Mark Huppy night at St. James to honor his family, and what a great night. Really a great young coach.
34 seconds to go, 5 seconds between game and shot clock. And we are packed in. It's a sauna in here, Rick.
It is.
Turn the AC on.
It's not going to get any better, too. That's part of playing here. They're still taking them in.
Johnson back out on the floor for Bishop Miege. Jalen McClendon, who we saw earlier here on the spot, KC38, now over in the student section for Bishop Miege.
It's a big possession here. Oh, steal.
Oh, Polson with the steal, runs into the ref, and it's Thunder basketball.
Rest part of play.
And they're letting the ref hear it.
The crowd's on him. Polson stepped right into him. The ball went off. Went off Polson. He made his turn, ran right into the ref. So
if you're the Thunder, you're saying shout out ref.
Yeah, that might be the best pick of the half right there.
Shot clock off. Thunder will hold for the last shot. Matthew Davis out top, defended by Johnson. He'll take it all by himself off the window for 2. Polson's got to move. Half court heave, maybe. And he traveled.
Yeah.
Nearly cashed it in, and that'll do it here in the first half. What a finish, what a first half. 24-19, St. James heads to the break, leading by 5. It's the DM Injury Law Game of the Week. Stay right here. Halftime highlights, second half action is coming up next. Here on the spot, KC38.
Squally, Kansas City's lawyer, the city of champions. KC is a place where values still matter and honesty is a way of life. When you're injured, you want a lawyer who knows the city and a team that knows how to win. If you've been injured, call me. I've got this.
At Dreamlawn, we utilize our patented Soil Smart technology to reduce harmful pesticides while creating the green, weed-free lawn of your dreams. You can even kiss our grass.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
At Compass Financial Resources, we help individuals and families looking to take control of their financial future, to find clarity and confidence in the decisions that matter most. We are grateful for the clients who put their trust in us and excited to meet those we'll have the privilege to help next. From all of us at Compass Financial Resources, we wish all of you a wonderful 2026.
Wow, I can't believe you really fit it all in one truck.
I told you, our trucks are bigger.
And our prices are better.
Junk King, Kansas City. Bigger trucks, better prices. We treat our customers like royalty.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. If you've been injured in a car wreck, you don't deserve the medical bills or the lost wages, and you don't deserve to be treated like a nobody. You deserve better. Call me. I've got this.
The DM Injury Log Game of the Week on the Spot Kansas City 38 is brought to you by Cruise Elite Basketball Academy, Junk King of Kansas City, Safe Haven, R.E. Pedrati Company, Cumbie's Sports and Apparel, Arment Enterprises, Mike Still Insurance, and Talk of the Town. Back here inside Bishop Miege High School, St. James leads 24-19. It was quite the first half.
Let's hear it for the Dazzlers.
Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke. Rick getting honored down the floor here at halftime. Let's take a look at next week's games. Brought to you by Compass Financial. It'll be Smithville taking on Kearney. Girls tip at 5:30. Boys to follow. It's going to be a fun matchup up north in Kearney, Missouri. We are at halftime here inside Bishop Miege High School. A lot of teams being honored here tonight on center floor. We'll take another break. 24-19, St. James leads by 5. We'll be back for halftime highlights right after this.
I don't mean to judge, but that other company's truck was tiny.
Ma'am, we can definitely fit this in one truck.
That's why you called Junk King. Bigger trucks, better prices.
Junk King, Kansas City. We treat our customers like royalty.
At Dreamlawn, we utilize our patented Soil Smart technology to reduce harmful pesticides while creating the green, weed-free lawn of your dreams. You can even kiss our grass.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
This is Bishop Miege, a Catholic community where faith guides us, where every student belongs. Excellence is our mission. Learning, growing, achieving every day. Passion comes alive in the arts, sports, and leadership. Each student finds a place to thrive. As the #1 Catholic high school in Kansas, we set the standard, more than a high school, Bishop Miege.
Wow, I can't believe you really fit it all in one truck.
I told you, our trucks are bigger.
And our prices are better.
Junk King, Kansas City. Bigger trucks, better prices. We treat our customers like royalty.
The DM Injury Log Game of the Week on the Spot Kansas City 38 is brought to you by DM Injury Law, Dreamlawn, your Kansas City area Toyota dealers, Compass Financial Resources, Athletic Solutions, and Cruise Elite Basketball Academy. Back here inside Bishop Miege High School halftime is the 2001 state championship team on the women's side getting honored on center floor. Always fun to see past state champions back in the building. Let's take a look there at the halftime festivities. 2001 state championship team for Bishop Miege. Being recognized here at halftime. They've won state titles 4 times after the 2001 state title. That was their leader there in the red purple sweater. MVP back in 01. The crowd giving a good applause here inside Terry English Court.
And now we'd like to get that 2001 boys basketball state champions into the floor, please.
And now they're going to the boys' side of things. And that means Rick Zeke will go out to the floor. Been fun to have him along on the broadcast this winter. There's Rick. 7 state championships with Bishop Miege in 29 seasons. Quite the career for head coach Rick Zeke. And this was the same season, back in 2001. So both the boys and girls won in the same year. Just the start of Rick Zeke's coaching career here with Bishop Miege. The record of 22-3.
First off, number 10, Mike Sill. Number 11, Jeff English. Number 15, Corey Schulte. Number 20, David Mulvaney. Number 22, Mike Stewart. Number 25, Chris Spade. Number 31, Mitch Russell. Number 35, Pat Seago. Number 41, Frank Masterson. Number 44, Sam Sutera. Number 50, Jamar Howard. And number 51, Jared Henry. I don't think he was around back then. You better corral that little guy. Our assistant coaches back then were Paul DiStefano, Steve Keister, and Brian O'Neill. The head coach was Rick Zeke. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2001 5A state champions. Welcome back to Terry English Court at Bishop Miege Catholic High School, where you'll always have a home.
We'll take another break and be right back for halftime highlights. Rick Zeke with his 2001 state championship team will be back right after this.
A large bank that stays tied to the community it serves? That's bold. For over 90 years, Security Bank has served the greater Kansas City area. That's longer than most of the barbecue joints around. What's our secret sauce? It's our commitment to local lending and local decisions, championing what makes Kansas City great, because Kansas City is full of champions. Speaking of which, we've been recognized as the strongest large bank in KC. Security Bank of Kansas City, boldly local.
I'm Mike DePasquale, Kansas City's lawyer, the city of champions. Living here, you learn what makes a community strong, what holds people together, and how to do what's right for friends, family, and neighbors. Kansas City is a place where values still matter and honesty is a way of life. It's where you can reach out to someone you trust if you need help. When you're injured, you want a lawyer who knows this city and a team that knows how to win. If you've been injured, call me. I've got this.
At Dreamlawn, we utilize our patented Soil Smart technology to reduce harmful pesticides while creating the green, weed-free lawn of your dreams. You can even kiss our grass.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Dear Winter, our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready. Bundle up. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
Back here inside Bishop Miege High School, Tanner Collins soon to be alongside Rick Zeke. He's got honored for the 2001 state championship team. There's a lot going on here tonight. Now it's court warming. A lot of recognitions here tonight inside Bishop Miege High School. But let's take a look at halftime highlights sponsored by Toyota. St. James off to a 24-19 lead. Peters knocked in a couple from downtown there in the first half. Can really shoot the ball from deep. Bishop Miege stuck around. They trail by 5. There's a nice finish underneath by Michael Blount, who was a force inside in the first half. The defense and offense was firing for the Thunder there in the first half. There was a nice defense turned into offense stand there in the first half for the Thunder. If you're Bishop Miege, you got to get Polson going. He's dropped 30 points a couple times this season. He's who you want to start scoring here in the second half off the jump, trailing by 5. Peters making it look smooth all night long there in the first half. St. James came in just over the 500 mark, but man, they look solid there. 11-8 on the season. Bishop Miege at 13-6. A very solid first half for the Thunder. And they were led by Luke Bossy. He did a little bit of everything. A couple of blocks defensively, was very efficient on the offensive side of the floor. That was a big-time bucket there. Put back by Francis Hess, who also put in some nice minutes off the bench. Johnson, that sophomore, 6'4", with a nice putback. Halftime highlights brought to you by Toyota. There's Mary Grant, star player for Bishop Miege, who we saw in the women's game here earlier tonight. As the halftime festivities continue. Mary Grant, star player for Bishop Miege. How about Luke Nelson? Playing for Bishop Miege. He's getting ready for third quarter action. He's got to put a crown on.
We'll see you, buddy. All right. I definitely will.
Mary Grant and Luke Nelson.
We'll take one more break. Third quarter action is coming up next, right here on the spot, KC38.
Mary Grant and Luke.
A large bank that stays tied to the community it serves? That's bold. For over 90 years, Security Bank has served the greater Kansas City area. That's longer than most of the barbecue joints around. What's our secret sauce? It's our commitment to local lending and local decisions, championing what makes Kansas City great, because Kansas City is full of champions. Speaking of which, we've been recognized as the strongest large bank in KC. Security Bank of Kansas City, boldly local.
I'm Mike DePasquale, Kansas City's lawyer, the city of champions. Living here, you learn what makes a community strong, what holds people together, and how to do what's right for friends, family, and neighbors. Kansas City is a place where values still matter and honesty is a way of life. It's where you can reach out to someone you trust if you need help. When you're injured, you want a lawyer who knows the city and a team that knows how to win. If you've been injured, call me. I've got this.
At Dreamlawn, we utilize our patented Soil Smart technology to reduce harmful pesticides while creating the green, weed-free lawn of your dreams. You can even kiss our grass.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Dear Winter, our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready. Bundle up. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
Back here inside Bishop Miege High School, St. James lead 24-19. Tanner Collins alongside Rick Zeke. Happy to have you along here on the spot, KC38. There's the winners, Rick.
You got Mary Grant and Luke Nelson, two great seniors. You got two of the best kids that were involved with so many activities, student government, having a lot of fun for the Sweetheart Royalty.
Rick, you got some good airtime down there on the floor. Being honored for the 2001 state championship team. What does it mean to have your your team back here on the floor.
Well, you know, you're proud of the banner you have up there, but you're more proud when you look at them. They're great fathers, successful businessmen, and it's tough to believe it's been 25 years. I mean, you stand around with all those guys, and they're all, remember, and you said this, and I don't think I said that, but back then I had hair. So, but no, it's always fun to meet up with them. It's just, you know, it's a special time. And, you know, you see their kids running around here, and that's, you know, that makes it all worthwhile. Some of them on that team had some tough childhoods, and they came out on the best side of that, and I'm so proud of them.
Second half about to get underway. A lot of festivities going on here tonight on Terry English Court. There's Terry Durrett, head coach for Bishop Miege, trailing by 5, looking to bounce back here in the opening minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, the first 3 or 4 minutes are going to be really big again, and I like to say that because he kind of set the tempo for the whole second half. So St. James can extend that lead, or Miege is going to tighten it up, and it's going to be down to a couple of really key possessions.
Bishop Miege will work left to right here in the second half. The Thunder leading by 5 will work right to left. Students are ready to roll here in the third and get behind their team.
Really, this is what high school basketball is all about. You get a packed house, you get a rivalry, you know, good, healthy environment for both teams, and you represent your school. And that's what it's all about. The terrible towels are out. Coach Holmes is down there getting them together.
Thunder will have the opening possession here to start the third. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke underway here in the second half.
Coach Dom likes a lot of backdoor plays to open up halves.
Here's Peters out top. Knocked in a couple threes in the first half.
I don't think Ogden scored yet. He's their leading scorer. A little bloody nose late in the second quarter.
10 to shoot for the Thunder. Here's Peters. Short on the 3. McDaniel with the rebound. And Tesmer had 2 fouls in the opening 2 minutes. Across the timeline, Bishop Miege for their first look on the offensive side of the floor. Tesmer drives in, foul from behind on Grady Ogden.
That's what Miege has missed. Attacked the basket by Liam. Tesmer.
Grady Ogden.
Well, this is Liam Tesmer's bugaboo. Coach will tell you, he shoots about 51% from the free throw line. He's working on it. Sometimes it could get mental, but he's got to knock him home because the ball's going to be in his hand most of the time at the end of the game.
It's a good looking stroke.
Yes.
1 for 2 at the line.
Just got to have some confidence there.
Brings the deficit back to 4. Ogden out top for the Thunder. Got a bloody nose back in the first half. Here's Peters left wing, 10 to shoot. And out of play, no whistle. Miege basketball. They've snagged it, opening 2 possessions for St. James to start here in the second half.
Yeah, they really didn't get much done in either possession. Coach Dom's going to be shaking his head.
Backdoor cut, Polson, a thing of beauty, layup doesn't go.
Cameraman took a spill. That's a killer. You miss a layup on one end and you score on the other. It's a 4-point play.
Luke Bossy on the other end. Tesmer back the other way, fouled, and will shoot 2 more.
That's number 25, Luke Bossy.
St. James getting their first bucket here in the second half. With Bossy with the left hand.
Good pass, sharing the ball.
Tesmer knocks in the first. It's a good looking stroke for a 51% free throw shooter.
Yeah, those first few are always important, and then carry over most of the evening.
1 for 2 at the line, but another chance.
Nobody box out Hudson, goes up and gets it. He's an athlete.
Polson from downtown, Splash City. Miege within 2.
They backed off, and Polson's got some range.
Quick 3, looking to answer on the other end from Matthew Davis. Timeout, Thunder. Big time answer from number 22, Davis. Good timeout if you're St. James. Miege trying to build back some momentum.
Yeah, they backed off a little bit, and he can knock it from there, Polson. Same time, a big 3 come back on the other end.
In rhythm. Look inside the Miege huddle.
JP Morgan, thank you for our support for the JP Morgan Commerce Bank here in Kansas City. Building your future with JP Morgan. Thank you, Coach Jacob Garrett.
5:55 to play here in the third. Happy to have you along here on the spot, KC38. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke. Camera operators not quite to their seat. Very nice of the ref to slow up play.
Yeah, they took it for the team on the one layup down there, Tanner. I think they're moving a little bit slower. Trainers are right here if we need them.
Back underway here in the third. Miege trailed by 5 to start the half. Now McDaniel looking to drive. Floats it up, short. Offensive rebound and put back. Once again by Michael Blount.
He does it. He does it every game. He's around the goal, got good hands. Big time tight end in football.
Kolich left wide open. Ogden with the offensive rebound. Nice dribble drive by Ogden, but he gets it taken away. Up the floor to Tesmer. He's going to take it all by himself. Polson with the putback. That doesn't go. Got a whistle on the floor. They're going to call an offensive foul. Brutal call for Bishop Miege. They're going to tag Michael Blount with the foul. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I think he must have got him for being over the back. That's a big call. Great effort. Tesmer misses, Polson misses. I think he went over his back. Ogden's had a tough day. Going to the basket.
And a foul called on McDaniel. You gotta love the hustle there from the Stags. They're actually gonna get a foul on Matthew Davis.
Number 22, Matthew Davis.
Tried to cross over dribble. Yeah, he fouled him. Referee was right on it.
Bishop Miege gets the possession right back after the offensive foul call on Michael Blount.
Ogden on Tesler. They switch here on Bossy.
Hudson working in the far corner, back out top for McDaniel. See if Polson tries the 3, he will. That time off the mark. Bossy chases down the rebound. Kolich across the timeline. Ogden from way downtown blocks. And Tesmer picks up the foul. 3 free throws for Grady Ogden.
And more important, it's a third foul on Tesler. Kicked it out. I think he got him on the arm. Let's see. I think he got him on the arm. Ogden's got to be thinking, I finally got a call.
It's been a slow night so far for Grady Ogden.
Yeah, I think Coach Derrick's going to leave Liam in. Tesmer going to tell him you're going to have to play smart. St. James has really helped himself this half, hitting some free throws.
3 for 3 at the line for Grady Ogden. Now the largest lead for St. James, up 6. Midway point here in the third.
Miege is really standing still. Coach is trying to yell out play.
Paulson into the lane and earns a chance at the free throw line. Got a defender in the air on the pump fake.
Yeah, he pump fakes and Kolic leaves his feet. Just need some discipline there.
Paulson good on the first.
He's got a really good stroke. Loves to play the game. Confident. 72% from the free throw line. Coach Derrick wants the ball in his hand late in the game.
Second free throw short. Hudson with another rebound off the free throw. He's going to take it all by himself, and he puts it in.
That's the kind of play that can really energize you. It's the second time he's got an offensive rebound.
Here comes Polson. Off the glass for 2. 1-point game here on Terry English Court. And a foul on Hudson, but you gotta love the intensity. That's gonna be free throws for the Thunder. That's just third personal, no free throws.
Great offensive rebound, nobody boxed him out. A soft little touch from there. Steal by Polson. Those are big turnovers. You can't defend those type of passes, lead to turnovers.
Polson now with 13 points.
Unforced.
He's trying to sub back in after getting a quick drink of water on the sideline. Well, I'll get one more. Why not? One-point game, 3:20 to play here in the third. Ogden working out top.
Really good defense from Liam.
And Tesmer just got called for his 4th personal. And he'll have to take a seat.
With 3 minutes left in the third, that's a big call. Tanner, all of his calls from the three-point line and back. That's what's tough.
Ogden will pull from downtown, and he's fouled by Polson.
Coach Derrick's not real happy. Polson's talking to the referee. You know, might have got his arm. Coach is having a discussion with him. Ogden's their best free throw shooter. .72% from the line.
Second time in the last 3 minutes, Ogden has been fouled from the perimeter.
Well, I think he got his hand again. He got his hand or his arm. He just goes to the ground, and that helps the situation for the referee. Ogden's last 5 points, which could be 6 points, have been from the line. Maybe that could jumpstart him.
A little chatter going on there on the free throw line between Polson and Ogden. Nice dump underneath. Nice finish and the foul. Wesley Walsh, 6'7" junior.
St. James comes back into the zone. Penetration by Polson, throws the ball up, finishes.
Keenan Polson has a long future of basketball in front of him. Just a sophomore for Miege.
Yes, he could really score the ball. Was their leading scorer last year. Stags cut it to 1. We just talked about St. James had the biggest lead at 6.
Francis Hess out top for the Thunder. Davis thought about the 3. Ogden, 6 points in the quarter, all free throws.
Really good defense on the ball for Miege.
Easy dribble drive and a deuce for Luke Neeson.
And that's what happens. That's what happens when you have to extend the ball out and your defense out to 3-point shooters. You have some avenues going down.
McDaniel drops in a tray, and we're tied at 37. Timeout, Miege.
You talk about energy in the gym, they have it right now. Great move to the basket. Again, you got to go step out on those 3-pointers, and here's a 3-pointer on the other end. They have to extend that defense to cover those guards from the A's. McDaniel could shoot it out there. Both teams are loaded with football athletes, soccer athletes, and you got to love just the basic competition between the two teams.
Yeah, there's stars for Bishop Miege women's side.
They're leading the cheers in that front row. You see Jalen McClinton. You see LeMay. I think they know they're on TV now.
Tied up at 37. McDaniel nearly with the steal off the inbounds. Aggressive defense. Got to be careful. Free throws the rest of the way here in the third. 2 minutes to go.
St. James has to find a way to get Peters and Ogden back involved. There's that backdoor play.
And Peters fouled underneath on Hudson. The fouls continuing to stack up for both sides. Whistles left and right. 2 free throws for Emmett Peters.
It looked like Peters went underneath the goal and tried to go with the wrong hand back up, and they got his arm. Remember, you cannot defend those free throws. That's why they're called free. St. James is keeping themselves in the game from that line.
They've made 7 consecutive free throws. Grady Ogden knocked in 6 in a row. Luke Bossy back out on the floor for St. James.
A miss.
1-point game. Miege looking to take back the lead. They haven't led since early in the second quarter. Now McDaniel will take it, top of the key. McDaniel, shifty move, pull up J is good, and Miege is back up 1.
Again, he can score the basketball.
Got to get back on defense. No foul that time. Johnson with the rebound. Over for Polson. Thought about the 3. Now we'll take it back out near the timeline.
1 minute to play in the third.
I think this is all Polson here. He'll dump it over to Hudson. Pass nearly gets through the defense.
I mean through it. I mean through it.
A lot of contact, no whistle. I think we might have a foul called. Other referee, now we have a meeting down on the baseline. Now they're going to say deflected off the Thunder. Baseline out of bounds for Bishop Miege.
Really good communication with the refs.
Polson the trigger baseline for Bishop Miege, leading 39-38. 51.5 seconds to go here in the third.
Miege scored out of this alignment the last time. There is again.
Hudson left wide open and gets the finish. And a lot of contact.
Twice, scored twice on that alignment.
Now the Thunder trail by 3.
Miege is doing a really good job containing the basketball this half.
And that 3 drops. Francis Hess ties this one up at 41 apiece. Shot clock off. Bishop Miege can hold for one last shot here in the third. Polson just heaves it up to the rim. Loose ball on the floor. They don't know which way to go. They're going to call a jump ball. It's going to stay here with Bishop Miege. As Wesley Walsh went flying to the floor. 1.8 seconds. Plenty of time to get a shot off for the Stags.
Oh, they're going to put a ball on the side. That makes a little difference here. If I was a coach, I wouldn't want to lose my jump ball situation on this at 1.8. I'd rather have it at the quarter, but.
Polson to inbound. Hudson's got a heave from downtown. Just a bit strong. We got a fun fourth quarter coming up. We're tied at 41. DM Injury Law Game of the Week. Fourth quarter is next here on The Spot. KC 38.
At Compass Financial Resources, we help individuals and families looking to take control of their financial future, to find clarity and confidence in the decisions that matter most. We are grateful for the clients who put their trust in us and excited to meet those who will have the privilege to help next. From all of us at Compass Financial Resources, we wish all of you a wonderful 2026.
The DM Injury Law Game of the Week on The Spot, Kansas City 38, is brought to you by Relic Apparel and Graphics, Ready, Set, Hang, Design Mechanical, Weaver Exterminating, Tequila Harry's, Chris O'Connor, Attorney at Law, and Roberts Robinson. Back here inside Bishop Miege High School, Terry English Court. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke, Hall of Fame head coach here in Kansas City. Rick tied up at 41. Doesn't get much better than this.
Well, it's going to come down to some really key possessions. I'd always tell our players, big players make big plays in the biggest parts of the game. So we're going to have to see who's going to carry these teams.
Dribble drive off the jump. Matthew Davis with the finish. Thunder back up 2. Now first possession here in the fourth for Bishop Miege. Johnson will try a 3 off the mark. And the rebound brought down by Jace Wright. Scary pass there for the Thunder.
Left-handed, one-handed pass.
And a foul underneath. Free throws for Jace Wright.
Yeah, I guess, Tanner, the big question is, when do you go back with Tesmer? With 4 fouls. When do you go bring back your point guard and your leader?
Tesmer on the bench with 4 fouls. Picked up his first 2 in the opening 2 minutes. Back in the first.
Just waiting. He's going to have to come in and bring some energy and ignite his team.
1 for 2 at the line. So it stays a 3-point deficit for the Stags. Pulse looking to go coast to coast. And he'll shoot 2.
He likes to take it directly to the basket.
That's number 24, Jace Wright.
First free throw falls short. Free throws are going to be big here in the fourth.
I was just going to say, they're going to be really big. Those are points that you can't get back if you miss them.
Thunder lived at the line back in the third. 1 for 2 at the line. 2-point advantage for St. James.
The thing about St. James and Coach Tom, he's confident in all 9 or 10 players.
And another foul on the drive. That time it was Matthew Davis.
Coach was talking about Hudson here. Didn't really help on defense. He didn't contain the ball the last time. Yeah, he's just got beat twice directly to the basket the last 2 possessions.
Free throw off the mark.
You can work hard, play great. You go down the stretch, you don't hit free throws. You know what happens.
Thunder now 12 for 20 from the free throw line.
Those are 2 big misses. Instead of hitting a layup, you got an empty possession there.
Tesmer back out on the floor for Bishop Miege, playing with 4 fouls. Polson looking for the foul. Didn't get the call.
He didn't really take his body into the defender. Was there at 1 and 3 seconds when Peters picked the ball up.
Peters 15 to shoot. Working on Johnson. Could have been a travel, and now they call it. Late whistle.
Kind of went to the goal out of control a little bit.
Good defense by Johnson.
And he shot the ball coming down instead of going into the defender.
Timeout, Stags.
Timeout Miege, their first here in the fourth.
I think Coach is just going to, I think he just told Polson, just relax. Discipline on offense, discipline on defense. Go back to defending the basketball and not letting them go directly into the basket.
Look at the Bishop Miege huddle. How about this, Rick? Here's some good camera work right here.
Yeah. Boom! And he took it for the team. He took it for the team. That's the most physical.
Shout out Killian Beck.
Yeah.
Taking a charge.
That's the most physical play of the game right there. He's back up. Didn't miss a beat. He's also staying away from the chair that he was sitting in, though. going to post up McDaniel, play out of him at the post against Peters.
Fade away by McDaniel out of the timeout. Not the best look for Miege. Thunder moving quick. Matthew Davis coming on strong here in the fourth. Chasmer looking for the quick answer, and he's boarded. Blast at the rim by the Thunder. This would be big if it goes. Peters knocks in a three right in front of Polson.
That's what they can do to you. They can score, light it up quick, and score it. 2 fast break transition possessions.
Just like that, it's a 7-point advantage for the Thunder. McDaniel will try a three. They needed it.
That's a big shot. Really big shot from the perimeter from McDaniel.
And another easy finish for Matthew Davis.
They're getting layups on the other end.
Dribble drive by Johnson. And he's fouled and will shoot 2. St. James now out in front by 6. A block on one end by Francis Hess.
And then they push the tempo. They find their shooter in the corner. Count it.
Big momentum swing. Give Johnson a chance at the free throw line. Knocks in the first. Grady Ogden back in off the bench for the Thunder.
Hess gave him some great minutes there. Yeah, you got to remember Ogden's their leading scorer with 15.
Battle for the rebound. It's won by Bossi. 5-point lead for the Thunder.
Big possession. Coach is calling something. Coach Dom's calling something. I don't know if anybody can hear him. There's the back. Oh, he walked.
Travel on Bossi is looking for the cut from Matthew Davis. What wasn't there. Good defense by Miege.
Great defense by Michael Blount. Read it, backed off, cut that passing lane off.
.429 to play here in the fourth. Polson to bring it up the floor for Bishop Miege.
Every possession becomes utmost important.
Polson will try a three and hit. 16 points for Polson. And that's a 2-point game.
You got McDaniel and Polson getting back-to-back really big threes for Miege. That 7-point lead disappeared really quick, down to 2. The Miege crowd trying to generate some energy for the last 4 minutes.
Polson with a big-time shot to force a timeout by the Thunder. Free throws been big here tonight. St. James 12 for 20 from the line. Bishop Miege 9 of 12.
And they're going to become even more important down the stretch, I think. Both teams with 2 team fouls. .51-49 midway point here in the fourth. Oh, man.
McDaniel nearly with the steal.
Almost.
Defending all the way out near midcourt. More free throws. This time it'll be Francis Hess to the line, 6'4" junior.
Kind of a stop and go dribble, and he beat him on a slash to the basket. Just didn't get his shoulders all the way squared up.
First free throw is good.
Coach Dom keeps saying that he's getting better and better. Those are 2 big free throws.
Back to a 4-point advantage.
2-possession game.
See if Polson takes over here for Miege.
They're going to have to extend the defense out against Polson with his range, and McDaniel.
10 to shoot.
They're just kind of standing.
And the foul. And a flex. Polson with a chance to add one more. It was a possession. Head coach Jacob Durrett was going ballistic on the sideline. And it ends with an and one.
Yeah, he's just a really good offensive player. They gave him a little room, gave up baseline. He can finish with both hands.
Yeah, with the left hand through traffic.
I don't think Grady Ogden was really happy with his own defense down there giving up baseline. He knocks both free throws home.
Free throw by Polson.
Tesmer will take a seat.
Yeah, you're going to probably see a little bit of rotation with Hudson and Tesmer. Tesmer being the offensive player, Hudson being the defensive player. See if they can continue that for the last 3 minutes.
Polson called for the foul, had a steal. Didn't look to be a lot of contact. Whistles continue to blow here on Terry English court.
They're really harassing Hess when he has the basketball. They really think they got a mismatch there, trying to turn him, keeping him out of the offense.
Three to play, 1-point lead for the Thunder. Got a good one here on the spot, KC38. And a nice finish by Francis Hess. So good at the rim. McDaniel, too strong. Fossey with the rebound. Big possession here for the Thunder. Chance to make it a 2-possession game.
Hess is taking over. Oh, good
nice
pass.
dump down. Fossey with the finish. 5-point lead for the Thunder. Now Miege looking to answer.
1-4 look. They're going to run Polson outside to the wing with a little pick and roll on, giving him side of the floor.
Polson draws another foul and will shoot 2. So much acceleration from Polson.
He can cover a lot of ground quick. Now
Quick first step.
Now he's got to knock those free throws home.
Good on the first.
Free throw by Kenny Polson.
One for 2 at the line. Battle for the rebound. Who wants it? Ogden comes away with it, dumps it up. It's Peters.
Oh,
Easy
what a
2.
big play. That loose ball became really, really important. Both teams had a chance for it.
6-point lead for the Thunder. Under 2 to play.
Tolson wants the ball. He wants some room.
Daniel had a good look from three, pulls up from the free throw line, too strong. Thunder basketball. And that's free throws.
Now they're shooting.
Also number 3, Keenan Polson.
I think Davis missed his last 2 free throws. Probably as a staff, Miege needs to start talking about free throw percentages. Who shoots them well, who doesn't shoot well.
Six-point lead for the Thunder. Free throws out of the timeout. Stags take their second.
You know, as a coach, Coach Derrick talked about this. We've lost 4 out of 5. When you talk about peaks and valleys, we're in a valley right now. We need some luck, and we got to find a way to win. That's what he's got to be telling his team over there. Big plays, every loose ball's got to be ours. On the other end, Coach Dom's got to be talking about, we are definitely in a peak. We just got to keep playing well, get in position to win, and let's give them the knockout punch. It starts with these free throws. That loose ball off the missed free throw becomes really big because they chase it down, throw it down, and get an easy bucket.
Free throws for Matthew Davis, who has come on strong here in the fourth. First free throw rattles out.
Remember that number. You got to go after him.
One for 2 at the line, 7-point lead.
1:20 to go.
And a big time takeaway. Francis Hess slayes in for 2. And it's a 9-point lead for the Thunder.
He's really played well in the second half, Hess.
Hudson going for the acrobatic layup. And the Thunder are starting to pull away with this one here tonight. And a foul on Ogden. That's not who you want to foul if you're Bishop Miege. The 4th personal on Polson.
He's been money on the line, especially in the second half. Got a really good stroke. 6'4" junior's got a great future. Well over 40% from 3. Really passed the ball.
Largest lead of the game, up 11. Hudson fouled on the 3.
Coach Dom's about pulling his hair out there. He's, why are we fouling? We're giving up points and the clock's not moving.
Short on the first, 2 left. One for 3 at the line.
Miege is going to extend their defense. Pretty good move there if you're going to put somebody on the line. I put Davis on the line. That cheer got him going a little bit. St. James just shouted out just like football. Just like soccer. I don't think Miege kids wanted to say it, but they had to find something to say. That's why it's fun for high school kids.
Nifty move from Tesmer.
And that's what they've missed the whole game. You talk about a point guard that can go to the basket, finish. We really didn't get to see the true Liam Tesmer because of the foul trouble.
Number 14, Michael Blount.
I mean, again, St. James is over 65 points, and that's a lot for a high school team. You score 65 points, you're going to beat a lot of people.
Free throw by Brady Ogden.
Ogden's been doing it at the line the whole second half.
All right. Back to the 11-point advantage. McDaniel from downtown knocks it down.
Number 1, Jaden McDaniel. Timeout, Stags.
And Bishop Miege will take a timeout. Not going away.
No. McDaniel's really kept him in the game. 3-point shooting with him and Polson. It was just a couple little things here or there, little plays, loose balls, free throws. And again, that's what Coach was worried about. They lost 4 out of 5, and most of those games they were in the lead and they let it slip away. This falls into the same category.
So look at the St. James huddle, leading 67-59.
Well, a great night for Bishop Miege. They had the Sweetheart Royalty 7th and 8th grade day. They showed off the car. They got their auction coming up thanks to Roberts Robinson working with the school on the car and the auction, and with good times ahead of them. Great, great support from the students. Athletics is very important in that school. These are situations you work on. 1-4 low. I'm sure they're going to run somebody deep, get it to their best free throw shooter.
Good work breaking the press.
Oh, they wanted him to put it in. He doesn't get to shoot very often. Bossy. He's going to pass it up again.
And the Thunder come on the road and take it 67-59 here tonight. Thunder moved to 12-8 on the season. Bishop Miege fall to 13-7. An 8-point win tonight for St. James. Rick, quite the game. St. James pulled away there at the end.
Yeah, and it really boils down to loose ball plays. And Coach talked about we got to do the little things, and they did the little things. Coach Tom did, and got them a victory. Hitting free throws, taking care of the ball late, making really good decisions with the basketball.
67-59 the final here tonight. St. James comes on the road and takes this one. Francis has quite the night. 16 points, 6 rebounds. Did a little bit of everything tonight for St. James. We'll take a break and be right back here on The Spot, KC 38. 67-59 the final.
A large bank that stays tied to the community it serves, That's bold. For over 90 years, Security Bank has served the greater Kansas City area. That's longer than most of the barbecue joints around. What's our secret sauce? It's our commitment to local lending and local decisions, championing what makes Kansas City great, because Kansas City is full of champions. Speaking of which, we've been recognized as the strongest large bank in KC. Security Bank of Kansas City, boldly local.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. If you've been injured in a car wreck, you don't deserve the medical bills, you don't deserve the lost wages, and you don't deserve to be treated like a nobody. You deserve better. You deserve someone in your corner. At my firm, all we do is injury law. We've recovered over $1 billion for people just like you. We're here to make sure you get what you deserve. If you've been hurt, call me. I've got this.
The DM Injury Law Game of the Week on the spot, Kansas City 38, is brought to you by DM Injury Law, Dream Lawn, your Kansas City area Toyota dealers, Compass Financial Resources, Athletic Solutions, and Cruise Elite Basketball Academy. Back here inside Bishop Miege High School, Tanner Collins alongside Rick Zeke, Hall of Fame head coach, honored during halftime, 2001 state championship team. St. James wins it here tonight, 67-59. Let's take a look at our player of the game. Brought to you by Cruise Elite Basketball Academy. And it was none other than Francis Hess. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist, Rick.
He dominated the second half. I mean, he came off the bench. He's not a starter. He came off the bench, brought the energy, hit some really big shots, took the ball to the basket, played with confidence more than anything else all night long.
Our player of the game brought to you by Cruise Elite Basketball Academy. St. James now 4 games over the 500 mark, picking up their 12th win. Bishop Miege falls to 13-7. 67-59 the final here tonight. It was a close one, but there in the fourth quarter, St. James, Rick, just really pulled away there in the final 5 minutes.
We've said that all along. They have the ability to score quickly, and sometimes it was a 5 or a 6 point, just a quick boom, boom, and then Miege just couldn't cut the lead down late. Free throws, possessions.
What a night of high school hoops. The student sections on both sides turned out here tonight for a big-time rivalry between St. James and Bishop Miege. But St. James, they come on the road and take the girls and boys matchup here tonight. Tough road venue. St. James victorious in both games here tonight. High School Hoops is back on TV. Hope you guys enjoyed it here tonight on the spot, KC 38. St. James men take the finale 67-59. For our producer Sean Belden, for Rick Zeke, Hall of Fame head coach here in Kansas City, 29-year head coach here at Bishop Miege, 7 times state champion. My name is Tanner Collins, signing off from here on the spot, KC 38. Until next time, St. James takes it tonight.